It's your girl Dill, and welcome to the 25 perspective. At 25, you just start to feel the shift. You just start to feel the change that's going on in your life, and you just start to wake up one day. At 25, there is a lot of changes that's going on in your life. You just start to wake up and realize that I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not living with my mom. I'm not in school anymore. I don't know if I want to stay at this job that I'm at. I don't know if this is my career path. I don't know if this is my purpose. It's not satisfied where I am. So if you feel like that, stay tuned into this video. At this age, I have learned that I'm not in a rush to do things anymore. I'm not rushing, I'm not being impatient, and I'm thinking about my actions. One thing that I was taught when I was younger was that every choice has its consequences. So yes, you could be doing something for a good reason, probably because you may need it, but just because you get it now doesn't mean that it won't affect you long term. I have came to the realization that what was I in a rush for? I can't even tell you a reason why I was in a rush. I have learned that a hard head make a soft. 25 is like, girl, why did you, at 25, your actions that you had took when you was 20 and stuff, and 18, 19 really don't count. But 20 and up, all those choices that you made then comes back to bite you now. Whether you did good, whether you had made bad decisions, they all come back later on and they have an effect on you. 25, you get to that point where you start to wonder and you start to go back to see what you could have did differently. All go through things. But all I want to say is that there's nothing wrong with going at a pace. Think before you do anything. Before you get into that relationship, before you go back to school for something, if you dropped out, think before going back. Make sure that is something that you want to do. Before you do anything in your life, picture who you want to be when you are in your 30s, when you get into your 40s. Picture who you want to be right now. Picture that successful girl. Picture that successful woman. Picture that life that you are envisioning one day that you want to live. Picture yourself doing that, and I promise, once you start taking steps today, and I know you guys hear that a lot, but being 25 is not fun being at a job when people are younger than you and y'all in the same position. It just, to me, it just don't correlate. I feel like I should be somewhere farther than this. This is somebody that's just starting. And I'm not saying be hard on yourself, but I also feel like job hopping at 25 is crazy. Nothing wrong with starting in a position and building yourself up. But if you just keep going to one job, to the next job, and to the next job, because of whatever that it may be, you could have stayed there, built your momentum, and got into a nice position. You could have just stayed there, got the proper training, and then moved on to the next position. At 25, you are going to be looking for stability, especially with the economy that we are in today. You have younger people that are millionaires. You have older people that are millionaires. You have people that's your age that's making a killing. But because you're on Instagram, you're on YouTube, you get to see these things. You're going to want to be working a job that pays you well enough for you to be comfortable. Or you're going to either want a business that you are making bank from where you can be comfortable. Are going to want to have your house or your apartment. You're going to want to have your car that you want. You're going to want to be able to provide for your children. You're going to want to be able to take trips on break, spring break, and a fall break, and all these things. You're going to want to not necessarily be comfortable because you know that you are still working towards something. As long as you have a straight path of where you are going to go, you're going to be good. A big one is that you are not going to want to keep starting over. Let me tell you, I don't know how many times I didn't rebranded myself. I didn't change my name. I don't know how many times I have started over. And let me tell you, I have stuck with the name my mama has given me. Y'all, I had gotten to a point in my life when I was young and I used to change my name. I didn't have about 2-3 names now. But now I use the name that my mama gave me and I just shortened it. But starting over is not going to be your best friend, because just think about you making 50% of progress and your goal is starting a hair business. You found a vendor, you got your website, and all you need is the money. And you need this, all you need is the money. So you're gonna be, once you get the money, you're gonna be at 100%. Let's say you done researched, you done found a vendor, you done did all this. You done put all this effort in, you done put all this time in. But you say, oh, I think I just wanna be a teacher. I'm gonna just go back to school and I'm gonna just stick with that. So here you go right here, back at zero. Now you going to school for 2 years if you stick with that. You done went to school, you done took student loans, you done spent your dedicated time, 2 years just working a job so you can get a stable job in the school board system or using your school, your college degree for schooling. You done got to 75% with this and you'll say, the school board not paying me enough. The side gigs, the side hustles with this it's just not doing it for me. I done lost my passion with teaching. The kids, like I love working with kids, but I just can't do it anymore. I need a break. So you say, I just can't be a teacher no more. Like, it just ain't me. And then guess what you do? Oh, I've been had a passion for hair, so let me just stick with my hair clients. I know I can make money from doing hair, and I've been doing this and I've been doing it on the side. So here you go right here. So since you've been doing it, you like at 75%. We'll give you 75%. You got clientele already. You know people. They call you whenever they need their hair done. Like you, they go to. Like this, you right here is 75%. If you can just stay in this lane, master it. Once you master it, you can teach it. Do you guys see the progression? If you keep starting over, guess what? You at 25%. And then you at 50%. And then you go back to 0. And then you go to a 15%. And then you go, I hope I'm not losing you guys with the numbers, but I'm just trying to show you guys that starting over, if you just stay in your dedicated lane, no distractions, zone in on where you are going and stay focused, you will be a-okay. If you can just get to 0%, go to that 100% and then move on and be successful in this lane and then move on, you building up your resume. When you accomplish something and you get to that 100%, then you move on. Or you just stay in that lane and monetize. You figure out, how can I make money from this? I done learned this skill. I got my business running. We making money. Now, how do you scale it? How do you scale it? This whole business one-on-one class, you want to be serious and you want to be focused and you want to clear out all distractions. If you guys have made it this far into the video, comment below. Let me get to know who you are. Let me know, who are you? At 25, life does not stop. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in today to my TED Talk. Maybe one day, let me put into the atmosphere that I'll be speaking on TED Talk. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into my video. Thank you guys for getting thus far. It's only episode 2, and I promise to bring y'all some great content. I plan to just speak to y'all like this. Little sister, big sister, best friend, whatever you want to call me. I'm all the names. I'm your girl. And subscribe to my channel. Make sure you guys comment. I want to interact with y'all. And yeah, stay tuned.